Hi, this is Sonia, and I wanted to do an update on my compact Calipso and show how I'm using it as a wallet. While it does have rings and I have things in it, I'm not really using it as my planner. I guess it's almost more of a satellite, but mostly just a wallet with some information about my plans in it is a better way of putting it. Of course, I can't abandon my Flex. It's an A5 Flex with a large moleskin in it, and I love this setup. It works out perfectly for me. I really like the way that I can do my planning on one side and sometimes on the other side, and then also incorporate some elements of scrapbooking in there in between the planning, and just kind of have my week set out with a little bit of creativity in with it. So this size works out exactly what I need, and the compact size is just too small. So this is my planner. I'm not moving out of that anytime in the near future. But I got this as a birthday present, and just the way that it feels, the way that it smells, everything about it, the color. Clearly I have a taste. The color, everything about it is just so nice that I wanted to figure out a way to use it. And I had been thinking that I wanted to have a wallet with also some planning information in it, so that when I'm going, for example, to church, I have a diaper bag for my daughter. I don't really have room to throw this in there, and I don't really need this with me. I just need to know, on a particular weekend whether we are or are not available if, somebody wanted to invite us to do something or there was some kind of activity. I don't need everything in there. And so I have been thinking, if I had a smaller planner, maybe with just the weekend information or something like that, then I could just grab this and go, and this would fit in a diaper bag or in my hand a lot better than my A5 plus my wallet, plus anything else that I need to take in the diaper bag. So this has worked out really well, and I just wanted to kind of show a little walkthrough of how I've set it up. Let me snap it back together again and show you kind of the sizes. So it's a compact, so it has very small rings. It's pretty much the size of a personal inserts. There's no really extra spacing on the top or the bottom for pretty stuff. I find that the pen, because there isn't that space on the side for the pen to be next to the dividers, they're on top of them, and that really takes up the bulk of the room inside, and that's why I think it looks like it's bursting at the seams, even though it's really not, it doesn't really have much in it. But when you compare it to a lot of the fashion wallets that are out there, so this is what I had been using. Again, I have a color scheme that I stick with. It's just a maybe ½ inch to an inch longer. It's the same, almost the same height. You can see there, pretty much as fat as it, and this is a double one with 2 zippers. But I mean, if you're used to carrying this size wallet, then carrying something like this is not that different. So to go inside it, on the left, you've got the pen loop. It's a very small pen loop. This is the only pen that I've found to fit it, and it is just from a Asian gift store in Chinatown. It doesn't have a name or anything on it. And it's even thinner than a Le Pen, so that gives you an idea of how small this pen loop is. And then it comes with the 4 card slots, and in it I just have my debit cards and my license, so I can pull those out at a moment's notice. And then this pocket is difficult to use because it's deep, but it doesn't have much give, so you can't really go digging in it. And also it's tapered, so you can't put like a post-it notepad or anything like that in there. So I've just got another business card that I grabbed at the doctor's appointment today, so I'm going to be moving that to somewhere else. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this pocket. In this long pocket here, I have the budgeting envelopes that I keep my cash in. So I actually went to the grocery store yesterday and today, so I don't need that in there anymore. And then just to decrease bulk, I'll just not keep anything in there except when I have to have one of the envelopes with me. And the envelopes live in my finance binder at home, which I've also done a video about. So over here I have a flyleaf, and then this plastic Alice in Wonderland paper chase thing that was at Target. They called it a wallet. but it's more like a folder that snaps. So anyway, I really like the design, so I cut it up. And what I've done is I have just used a little paper clip to clip pink paper, the, I guess, little transparency thing, and then the flyleaf together. And then down here I have just two little post-it notes. So one for just quickly jotting down grocery items, and then the other for just jotting down to-dos. And then these get transferred over to my Flex. Let's see. So I did that last week. I just put them in here because I like to keep in my planner as we move forward the things that I bought and that I was doing. It's my planner. So these will get moved over there later on. And then here, I'm trying to lose weight. Over here I have an envelope that I've got cash in. This is just almost, I guess you could think of it as my personal cash, not really the home cash, so that's why it's not in an envelope. And then here I just have a little Ziploc pouch that I hole punched. It's top loading, so I figure I can just throw receipts in there. I got some washi tape in it. And then I took out the dividers that I had originally put in here, just in a big effort to decrease as much bulk as I could. And then I'm just using Martha Stewart tabs as the dividers. And what I've done here, the blue is for grocery lists. So when I was ready to go grocery shopping, I took the list that I had here, wrote it down here. I divided it up by store and based on the sales. And then cross out the items as I go, and then I keep a running tab as I'm putting things in my basket so that I know where I stand with the budget. So for example, yesterday I got real close because I thought I was spending $98 and I actually spent $99. So that was a good job. The other thing that I do is for meal planning, I group the items together that are for one particular recipe and I put a little mark next to them. That way I know if I get to the grocery store or after I've already made my list, for some reason I decide to cut that meal. So, for example, this week we ended up going to a barbecue place and had way more leftovers than we had anticipated. So I actually just cut one of my meals that I have been planning to make, and we'll just have leftovers probably twice this week. And since those items were marked, I knew that which ones needed to be taken out to take out that recipe and not, purchase too many grocery items. So that's how I do my grocery list. This one was actually written on Filofax paper, but moving forward I'm just using I'm going to be using scratch paper. And this I bought from the big scratch pad at Big Lots. It was $1.25. It has all different colors, and I just hole punched it. And then of course the magnet notepads, hole punched them and cut them a little bit. So then I've got the green section, and that's the money section. So here I'm going to be keeping track of my budget. In my home finance binder, I keep track of every purchase and what category it's under or what envelope it comes out of and how much is left. That's not what I'm going to be doing here. What I'm going to be doing here is just keeping track of the current total and what is in that envelope, if you will, because when I have the envelopes at home, if I'm out and I see a sale or something like that, I don't always know how much I have in that envelope, how much to spend. I usually overspend, so this is hopefully going to keep me on better track. And then pink is for me, so here I've got like a wish list, some things that I want, some things that I need to do. These have to do with Filofax for now, but I'll be putting, other notes in here. The yellow tab in my personal, or not my personal planner, but it's an A5 or large moleskin. And also my work one, the yellow just means notes. So here I've got the brands and style numbers for the makeup that I wear, my P.O. box, gifts that I've already purchased for my nieces and nephews so I don't buy too many things for them at Christmas or whatever, and then some extra paper for writing notes. And then, like I said, I wanted to have just a quick calendar in here. So what I wanted to do was purchase one of these, and I did for 2014. So I really like this layout because this is the layout that the moleskin has at the beginning, and I have the A5 one of these at work, and also the in my finance binder. There's another one that's like this layout. So I really like this vertical layout, but they didn't have the 2013. So I picked up these inserts from the Punctuate Barnes & Noble planner, and I just took them out, and I've pretty much just like circled the days that we have stuff and written them down here, but it bothers me. I don't like this, but it is what it is for 6 months. So that's the planner, and that should be more than enough information for me to have in here. Then I have 3 sets of card slots for the rest of my cards, health insurance, other ID cards, a little card with a Bible verse on it. So that's what I have in there. And then I have another Ziploc pouch. This one I think is out of the Punctuate as well, that I've just thrown some change into. I don't intend to keep change in here because, again, it is adding a little bit of bulk. I'll take it out and put it in a coin purse or something else. But, you know, when I'm at the grocery store and I just have this along now, and then I'll just throw this in here for now. And then I have another Ziploc envelope that's got not coupons like food coupons or drugstore coupon. Well, this is a drugstore coupon, but like money back or savings passes, that kind of coupons. And then back here, this zip pouch I still, you know, have issues with because it's hard to get in there and see what's in there and dig around. So I just have a couple checks in there, and that is how I've set this up. I really have loved it for the last week that I've had it set up like this. I can't imagine doing much to change it, and this is how I've got it set up right now. It's a perfect complement. I mean, just as an example, this weekend when I went grocery shopping, instead of having to get my coupon binder and my A5 planner, because I don't go without it, and the other moleskin that I put in here for the grocery list and my wallet, I just had my coupon binder and I grabbed this and I was good to go, and that was perfect for me. So anyway, thanks for watching.